Hello everyone. So Quexer Marketplace allows bulk upload using CSV file, and usually vendors get confused with the columns and how to fill the data, as well as how to create variable product or symbol product. Now let's look into the difference between simple product and variable product. So simple product is a product which allows customer to buy directly without giving any options, and variable products are those products which it allows customer to select, for example, color or maybe the size. Okay, and based on that we create different variable product because we don't want to share the or give the same description and the product details again and again. So in that case variable product is very helpful. Now looking into this Excel sheet, I have uh, two variations. One is simple product. We will go each and every column one by one, and before that let's look into how exactly we will fill the data of a simple product. So if you see, we have a few columns, that is ID. ID you can give just the numbers, and it's okay. And type is the one which defines whether product is simple product or variable product. And coming back to the SKU, has to be unique no matter what across the entire marketplace I'm talking about. That means if Quixer already have one SKU, it's difficult to use the same ID. So here is the recommendation that we do. Use your own store name as a short, and give some appending with numbers and characters which will define your product, and based on that you can create your own SKU, and you are free to choose however you want. And GTIN UPC, this column you don't have to fill it, so feel free to leave it empty. Name is the product name or the title which usually customer sees. Published is the column which internally we use, and feel free to use one or feel free to leave it empty. We will handle it internally. Similarly, is featured also you can leave it empty. Visibility, visible in catalog. So you just make sure that the data is always visible. Short description usually we recommend go with the 300 character max, and defines the product in a very short statements. Description you can always add as much as detail about the product that will be helpful to the customers. Date of date sale price start. So this is the date where you mention saying that from this particular date we are starting the sale with great discount or anything. And similarly we have the end date. Now coming back to the tax status, visually you can leave it empty, and tax class also you can leave it empty, and internally we can always go with updating this data. Okay, in stock always try to give it as one. Stock in the sense that particular product, how many stocks you have. And low stock amount in the sense system will inform to vendor saying that after what uh, number you want to be notified. Similarly, back order allowed Back order in the sense your stock is still out, but still you are allowing customer to sell the product, and customer will know that yes, customer is placing back order. That means it will not never reach within the estimated date. It might take a little long, but usually we recommend go for zero. That means you are not allowing back order. Sold individually, that also we can ignore, and we can always go with value 0. Okay, now coming back to these columns like weight, length, width, and height. These are the values of package that will be shipped. That means, for example, you are selling a bed sheet. After packaging, what is the height, length, width? That is the details you're supposed to share in these columns. Allow customer to review. You can always put it one. And purchase note. Purchase note is something, for example, customer placed order, and you want to share a message after customer purchase. That kind of note, it's supposed to be a small message, maybe just one small statement. Sell price and regular price. Regular price is nothing but your MRP of the particular product, and sell price is the uh, discounted price. Categories always comes with something like this. For example, you are selling bedsheet, which comes under textile and soft furnishing. Now that always comes under home decor, and home decor always comes under home and garden. So that is why it is mentioned something like home and garden with arrow mark, home decor with arrow mark, and text and soft furnishing. Tags you can always choose. It usually do not show to the end customers, and these are the tags which you usually define for the particular product for uh, you know your understanding or filtering the product. So it always helps with the filter and search for vendors only, not customers. Shipping class, we already have a few defined shipping classes, and medium sized is more like within 5 kilo to 10 kilo if shipping package size is. So that is how we define shipping class. Even if you won't specify anything, it's okay, you can leave it empty. Images, you always give images with comma separated. And coming back to download limit, this is for virtual product, so mostly we don't need it. And this one, download expire days, we can ignore. Parent, we will come back with when we will define variable product. Group products, we can ignore. um, Let me just directly jump into the columns which are most required. Position and brands. Position also required with respect to variable product. Brands you can ignore and leave it empty. Attributes, again, if we go one by one, for example, if you see attribute 1 name, there is something called attribute 1 values, attribute 1 visible, and attribute 1 global. Now what exactly it means is attribute 1, that means for example bedsheet, and bedsheet you are saying that whether it is a bedsheet type, for example attribute name, and the value supposed to be whether it is single bedsheet or double bedsheet. And similarly, packaged with, for example, in the back uh, in the bedsheet product, saying that whether it comes with the pillow or pillow cover or not. So in that case you can always define you know saying that packaged with, and you can always mention the value as with pillow cover. or without pillow cover. So in that case, it is easy for customers to know what type and what values. Now coming back to the next one, attribute one, visibility, which is visible. Make sure it is just one, and global, you can always either go for one or zero. It's up to you. It's more like you're creating one attribute which can be used either by you only as a vendor or any other vendor. So global means the attribute you are creating, that attribute can be used by any other vendors. And this particular attribute, attribute one, visibility, that is, it is visible. That means it's public. Now coming back to the second one, for example, okay, here is the thing. When we say attribute one values, that means any value you are defining, for example general, and make sure give the pipe. If you want give multiple values, system will automatically pick it up with comma separator and display to other user. General, for example, data, so it will always show like general comma data to the customer. Now coming back to similarly the color, you're clearly saying that these are the colors are available with the values like olive green, gray, mustard yellow and light blue. Similarly, these values are not visible. The reason being is these values are uh, used for variations. We'll discuss anyways more details how to go for variations. Now coming back to one of the simple product, make sure the type is simple when you create, and make sure SKU is unique always. You can ignore this particular GTN and etc. Always share the visibility in catalog. This is supposed to be visible. It should not be this kind of value. This one you always can leave it empty. Sorry. There's a short description. So yeah, you always give some short description with 300 character as mentioned. Description, you can write as much detail possible. Shipping, that is this is supposed to be a date, so please ignore. Tax status, zero rate or shipping, uh, you can ignore it. Anyways, we will take care of while reviewing the product. Now coming back to, so simple product, you don't have to worry about a lot. It's very simple. One row with all the details, sharing regular price, selling price, and images and everything. Now coming back to the difference between simple and variable product. So this is the main row, which is one individual product, which is having short description and the full description. If you see the difference, we have mentioned clearly that it is variable product. It has its SKU, and these are the variation of that particular product. That means if we scroll, we'll see something called color, which is in attribute 2. You can always create more attributes if you require. I mean, copying this entire set with another one with attribute 3 name, attribute 4 3 value, attribute 3 visible and everything. It's up to you. Now if we see the color, we have mentioned 4 colors, and here we have 4 rows, extra rows, and because this is a variable product, so these are the variations of the variable product. And we, as mentioned, SKU always have to be unique. So even though this has its own SKU, Even variations should have its own SKU values. You don't have to mention the description again and again because this is part of the parent variable product. And the most important thing that you have to take care is when we mention that SKU and we are saying that this is variable product, each variation we are creating, this particular SKU must be part of parent attribute where you will be mentioning. For example, if you search it, this particulars, so you will always find exact same. That means these variations are clearly saying that part of this variable. That means parent is always variable product and its child entries are always variations. And make sure that SKU, the parent SKU, is always mentioned in the variations. Exact same. But the SKU for variations can be different, and it has to be different just to be more clear. Rest all values are quite similar. There is not much difference. In the variations, we clearly mentioned attribute name with brand name as general. But other variation, we are clearly saying that what color. For example, this particular variation is olive green type, gray type, mustard yellow, and light blue. So these are the values are going to display to the user or the customer as a drop down, and customer can select which color they want. I mean the customer are looking for. Here you are defining the values as part of variation, and here you are specifying which variation it is of this particular variable product. And one more thing, for example, you are going with the title. If you see, this title is saying that super king size, and the exact same title with olive green, with gray, and this is of mustard yellow, so, and this is with a light blue. So this is how we create variable product. If you want, you can add more entries always. For example, 2 more entries, and you can always write your own color, and also don't forget to add extra values. For example, black, and after that just copy one row, paste it, the entire row, paste it. For example, this is black color, so I'm just moving it to, let's say, BK, and the color I'm changing it to black. Rest all data would be same, and because these are variation product, it will automatically pick up the description and short description from the parent. And price you can always change if you want. For example, the black one supposed to be 2000, so feel free to update it to 2000 because variation could have different values. And this one again, you can always say black, so it will automatically pick it up and display in the drop down section saying that black color of this particular bedsheet is also available. And make sure the parent SKU is always exactly same, so that system will automatically pick it up. That's it. I mean, if there is any other question, feel free to connect with our support team and ping us. Thank you very much.